YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy DM Era again. Here I am with another deck profile with you guys, and today I introduce you to my new Dark Magician Orcust deck profile. I've been working on this deck for a while now. Excuse me, sorry. I've been working on this deck for a while now, and I got the inspiration from the Cali effect. Um, I got some, minor adjustments here or there. Um, Spoiler alert, just FYI, I do not have Mermaid. So I made the deck without Mermaid. It may be a little breaky, a little rough to you guys. Just bear with me. I got it shipping on the way right now. So once I get the Mermaid, then it'll be a little more consistent and be better. But for right now, without Mermaid, I want to see what you guys think. And please, like I said, just leave the comments down in the comment section below. And make sure, please, like, comment, subscribe, and just give me advice, tips, or whatever, anything that you like. If you like it, please tell me, what you like, what you like about it. If you don't like it, just please tell me why you don't like it. It doesn't bother me none. Like I said, I just make these decks and I test them. And like I said, I'm open to all kinds of, hey, suggestions, and just to help me out. So I really appreciate it. And let's get right into the deck profile. So we'll start with the main deck. We'll start with the main monster of the deck, Dark Magician. Okay. We all know what he does. Next, I'm running 3 copies of Prince Illusion. Yes, she definitely needs to be in this deck because she's one of the key cards that help get the combo started and the engine started. So she's one of them. So you definitely want to max out her at 3. Next, I'm running 2 copies of Rod. I know this is something different for a lot of people, but the main reason I'm running 2 copies of Rod is because you don't really want to see him too much, because if you normal summon him, then you waste a normal summon, especially if you don't have Apprentice. Plus, in order to get into Galatea, since we don't have Mermaid, you need an Orcust monster. So I don't want to waste a normal summon on a Rod if I don't have to. So it's 2 of those, and we all know what Rod does. He searches for Dark Magician Spell or Trap. And then the secondary effect, on your opponent's turn, if you activate Spell or Trap, you get to tribute spellcast and back to your hand. Next, I'm running 2 copies of Effect Veiler, just for monster effect negation. Then, oh yeah, I'm running 1 harp. All I have is 1, y'all. So sorry again. Don't kill me yet, okay? I'm running 1 harp. I try to make this competitive as possible and good as possible. With 1 harp, it was hard. Trust me, I know it was hard, but I think I got a pretty decent setup and deck with 1 harp. So either way, if you guys don't know what harp does, you can banish harp out of your graveyard and you can special summon an Orcust monster from your deck. Okay, so he helps you get your play started. Then I run 2 copies of the wand. Okay. What wand does, you pretty much banish him and you recycle your banish Orcust cards. You can special summon from the banish zone to your side of the field. So I'll run 2 of those. Excuse me. And I run 3 Orcust symbol skeletons. Yes, I know a lot of people are like, wait, I'm running at 1 or 2. The reason why I run this at 3 is because A, it's a monster born in the graveyard for your Denkirsu. And B, it's a great target for my Dark Sacrifice, which I'm running this deck too, along with Rod. So it's a great target for Dark Sacrifice, and your play set up for the next following turn. Then I run 3 copies of Orcust Nightmare. Yes, I know you guys think, why the hell you got 3 copies if you don't have Mermaid? Got it. Give me a second. I run 3 copies of this because I Foolish Burial him out. Or like I said, I just go into, what is that? Symbol. I can go into Symbol, I believe. I think Symbol sends him, let me see. Oh, well, yeah, I can go into Symbol to special summon him, but more likely I use, who does I use? I use Harp. I use Harp to go into him. I use Harp to special summon him, and also I like to banishing from the graveyard to send the wand from deck to grave to boost up my monster's attack. Um, I like to do that too as well. So that's just a last minute, especially with Babel on my side of the field. If they attack my monster, I just banish them off, put the wand back in grave, and then boost my monster attack about 800 points. So yeah, that's the main reason why I have him at 3. And that's all the monsters. So going into the spells, I'm running 3 copies of Dark Magical Circle. So we all know what it does. Dark Magician hits the field, automatic banish, and he gets a setup for the next 3 cards you're going to draw. Next 2 cards I'm playing is Dark Magic Veil in this build. The reason I'm playing Dark Magic Veil is because turn 1, I can set up Circle, or if I have an Orcust monster, I'll play him, and I just go into Dark Magician, and that's my 2, and I link off into Galatea, and that's already doing my combos in there. I just run this at 2. Next, I'm running, of course, my 2 copies of Called by the Grave. Like I said, we only get hit by hand traps, so we do that. Plus, it's a great defense play too in this deck. Running the 1 Foolish Burial. Again, I just Foolish Burial out either my Orcust Nightmare or my World Legacy Wand or my Harp Horror, excuse me, or my Simple Skeleton. So I just Foolish Burial any one of those just to have them engraved and have them ready to go. Then all I have is 1 Orchestrated Return. All I have is 1, but yeah, it comes up. When it comes up, it's good. Just to draw 2 cards and send 1 to your graveyard. So that's pretty good. Then I run the 1 copy of Monster Reborn in this deck. This works really well with Dengirsu because if you don't have anything to, like, if you have a symbol in your graveyard, you could just Monster Reborn him back, or a Dark Magician, or anything. Just get your 2 cards and start off your combos with an Orcust and a regular monster. So helps out a lot too. Then I run the 1 copy of Twin Twisters. That way, if I have too many nightmares in hand, I can just send 1 to the grave and start getting my combo started that way. Or if I have a wand in hand, send it to the grave and then hit 2 cards. On 1 Super Poly, because all I have is 1. Again, I'm still working on y'all. Just bear with me, but I got a prototype set up, so hopefully you guys like this prototype. And then just the 1 Babel, because I'd rather search for it than draw it. So I'd rather search for it with Galatea instead of hard drawing. And of course, I'm sorry, if you guys didn't know what Babel does, Babel, Orchestrated Babel is a field spell card that allows you to make all your Orcust cards on the field and in your graveyard quick play spells. So you can literally chain it on your opponent's turn to interrupt them and to disrupt them. So this is really good for that. And that's it for spells. Now going to the traps. Of course, I want 3 copies of Eternal Soul. And Eternal Soul is actually good in this deck because with Dengirsu, if you go second or if you have Soul on the field, if you have an Xyz or any kind of attachments to it, you can just detach 1 and protect all your cards on your side of the field. So there goes some targeting effects, anything like that. You can just protect them, and you can bring Dark Magician back out and get a banish off too. So yeah. Also run 2 copies of Crescendo. This card, if you control an Orcust Link monster, you can, when your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect, you can chain that to negate it and banish that card. And then you could banish this card from your graveyard and add an Orcust monster from your deck to your hand or from your graveyard to your hand. And that helps out a lot with consistency. So yeah, 2 of those. Also running the Spice, 2 copies of Dark Sacrifice. This card works wonders in this deck because not only does it protect your Eternal Soul from like Nightmare Phoenix, Twin Twisters, anything like that, you could just flip it and then you can send a Simple Skeleton from your deck to your grave and you automatically have a Monster Reborn in grave already set up. So you can bring back Dengirsu, Galatea, and just keep setting your plays and keep comboing off. So I think this works well in this build. And if not, you can even send your rod. So it helps out a lot too. Next, last but not least, 1 navigation. I know a lot of people play 2, but I find 2 or 3 is breaky. I'd rather search it than open up with it or draw it. So I think navigation is good. Get to Turbine, Dark Magician, and another spellcaster, and you can use this graveyard effect to banish to negate a spell or trap. It's pretty good. So just running 1 copy right now. But yeah. And on to the extra deck. Of course, extra deck, I run 1 copy of Dragon Knight. You super color target, you just use off a dragon, just make him. 1 Dark Cavalry, same thing with a warrior. Super poly target, Muddy Mud Dragon, Starving Venom, super poly targets. And on to the links, I run a copy of B-Cop, 1 Wee Witch, because all my monsters are dark. 2 Galateas, get your engine started. 2 Nightmare Phoenix, just to pop back row. 1 Nightmare Unicorn. 1 Longirsu. This is good. Link Climb Up has the effect, like I said, it can be destroyed by card effects. And you can also target 2 of your Orcust monsters banished, shuffle them back into the deck. And if you do that, you get to negate your link monster, your opponent's link monsters. Or I'm sorry, you get to bounce one back. Let me see. Yeah, you get to send 1 link monster your opponent controls to the graveyard. Sorry. And last but not least, 1 Orchestrion, or Orchestrion, I guess. I don't know how to say it. This is the boss monster of it. 3K beater. You target 3 Orcust monster users in your banish zone, shuffle them back, and you just negate all your opponent's link monsters and negate all their effects. And you just 3K beat stick, can't be destroyed by battle card effects, beat over. And with this card, you can still make your traps live. Your crescendo, all this stuff still be live. And going into the XZ's play, I run the 1 copy of Abyss Dweller. Don't really have that many 4s. I think all I have is what, Hope Horror? Yeah, Hope Horror. That's about it. So I don't even know why it's in here, but yeah. I guess I'll reevaluate that. And then the 1 Ebon Illusion. It's really easy to make Ebon Illusion this build because you got the Nightmare, Orcust Nightmare, and Dark Magician, and that easily goes into this play. So you can consistently interrupt your opponent. And the 1 copy of Dengirsu. Dengirsu is really good in this deck because, like I said, you can quick play him out, and then with Dark Magician Eternal Soul, you can actually set up for a banish and you can send. And you can do that consistently if you just keep linking them off and consistently your opponent's turn, just link him out off the graveyard effect, Dark Magician off Eternal Soul, and do the same thing over and over again, a banish and ascend. And that right there is crazy combo right there. So that's that for the extra deck. Now, going into the side deck. Side deck's pretty much, generic. Same stuff everybody else has, but let's just go into it. So run 3 copies of Pancratops. That's that secret rare right there. I like that. Battles of Legends version. I'll run 2 copies of Artifact Lancia. All I have is 2. I need 1 more. So for the mirror match. 2 copies of Ghost Ogre Hand Traps. Run 3 copies of Evenly Matched. Go on a second. 2 additional copies of Twin Twisters, just in case for those back row decks, Mystic Mind, etc. And last but not least, going second, Mind Control, the best spell going second. With this build, Mind Control really goes well with this build because if you get an Orcust monster out, you just take your opponent's monster, or even for the mirror, and just go into your plays. So, yeah, I find that Mind Control is the best card to have for this. So that's the deck, guys. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, it's not 100%, 110% complete or the best version of it yet, so just bear with me. But please, if you guys have any comments or concerns or anything like that, please just hit me up in the comments below. I always respond. I either like or comment. I always respond. And please don't forget to subscribe, man. I'm just trying to make you guys good, competitive, affordable decks that you can play, you can test, and give you a different view and different see my vision on why I pick certain cards for this build. Again, it's your boy DM Era 4187. Thank you again, and I'll see you next one. Deuces.